Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the M55, the Tier 9 American SPG, and we're located on the south spawn of Malinovka. And the name of the commander is HaphazardOsprey. That's quite a name. I've got quite a few mouthful names today. I've had Remote Joho, and now HaphazardOsprey. Right, he's taking his M55, and I know this is the M55 because that's the 8-inch gun, the 8-inch howitzer, I should say, not an 8-inch gun, it's the big fat one. The M53 has the long thin one. Okay, now he's looking at the other end of the battlefield, he's just about to complete his load, he's ready to fire. And we just lost sight of that target. It was an M6A2E1, he fired the round in anyway. I think he probably would have stunned him. Yes, he did. And he got a piece of him as well, so he did splash him. Picked up 345 hit points of stun assist as well. But we've lost sight of the enemy, so he's now looking further up the hill, hoping that the enemy's going to come into sight. They have come into sight, so FCM 50 ton. He's hugging the side of the map, and Haphazard is loaded. Round out. I think it was a bit late on the shot there, a little late, but I'm sure that the 50 ton would have had some splash against him. You've got to, well, when you're firing across the other side of the battlefield, you do have to leave enough time for the lead. And you can see some trees going down there, so it looks like either somebody is knocking trees down for cover, or more likely it's a group of tanks moving up through the bushes, through the trees, at the edge of the map. There's a T92 there, and he's made a very silly move there. He got spotted, round out, and it stunned him, but didn't kill him. But we have got a T-34-3 who's spotting them, got very close. And yes, you can see the 50 ton is missing some hit points, so he did get a chunk of him as he drove up the hill. He was using his right hand mouse button down to actually have a look elsewhere whilst holding his aim. And it looks like he's picked up some stun assist from his teammate in the platoon. He has platooned with the AMX M451. Now he's loaded, he's ready to rock and roll. He needs a target to hit, and I think it's going to be that Type 59. If he pulls out again, he's holding back on shooting. Ideally he wants to get the Type 59 and the 50 ton, but there's an M451. He can fire at that, round out. That was good to hit. Yes, 441. He did do the right amount of lead on that one perfectly. Hit him on the front quarter. Okay, the AMX M451 in his own team is down to, on his platoon, he's now down to 61% of his health. He's slugging it out with those other tanks. They did get one of the enemy, the 50 ton, but that Type 59 is still sitting behind the windmill, and Haphazard is loaded, but instead he's going to go for this defender. Or is he? No, he's changed his mind, he's going back to the Type 59, fires the round in. Unfortunately, Type 59 moves forward, but when he moves forward, he's still got some splash. 198 hit points, and they might be able to exploit that because he's stunned as well. The Object 705 is moving up to put shells into the Type 59. He failed on that occasion, and they've lost the stun now. Now he's got a 33.2 second reload. That means he's got a good crew, and he's probably using, yes, he is using Coca-Cola, so that helps speed up the reload. Okay, AMX M451, the same one he hit before. He's stationary, but he keeps moving up to shoot and then moving back. Anticipate where he's going to be and put the shell there. Round out. Direct hit right into the side. 477. Beautifully timed. He knew exactly where he was going to be, so he just timed to put the shell exactly into his side as he moved through that point. And that's how you play good Arty. You work out what the enemy's going to do, and you put the shells so that the two tanks, the shell and the tank, meet. And that's good night to them. He's got 8 seconds left. He's going to go after them. They're pushing now. They're pushing them back. He's going to go for the M4. I think this will be a kill shot if he gets it on the M4, but he's going to go for the T50 instead. The T50 pulls away, but he still gets 218 hit points to splash. If he'd aimed at the AMX, I'm pretty sure he would have killed that gun and put him out the game. And that's been one less threat to his team. There's an Object 252 who's just gone down to the water edge. They're 2 tanks down at the moment, so they need to get those tanks back. It looks like the 252 tracked himself when he went down that cliff edge. And there's a UDES moving up as well. This is difficult. He needs to get a shot into one of them. No, that's just wasn't enough. And that T-25 pilot's on that ridgeline. It's going to be very difficult for him to hit that. But the UDES he can hit. Oh, and the UDES is killed just as he fired. So the shell's been wasted. And he's now in a very dangerous situation because the 252 is close. So's that pilot, but they're sitting on that ridgeline, which makes it difficult for you to get shots in. And he has to move around those 2 trees, not to give his position away. Okay, he's loaded. Almost. Gonna go for the 252? I hope so. No, the 252's been killed. The T-25's over the ridgeline, so we can't go for that. The Defender isn't, and he can hit that one easily. Dialing in the aim. Lost sight of it. There it is. Okay. Work out where it's going to be and put the shell there. And he does! 306 hit points from the splash. That one worked. Uh-oh, we've got a back chat. Really close. Progetto's hopefully going to deal with him. He's got enough shells to do it. Yes, he has. He's dealt with him. So, still got that Skoda T50 and the Defender holding back our guys. Unfortunately, his platoon mates had to take a back seat because he's so low on health. But we can put a shell into that Defender now. Round out, straight away. Direct hit, 231, big stun. Now they should seize the opportunity to go down there and put shots into that Defender, finish him off. If they're not going to do that, then it looks like HaphazardOsprey is going to have to put another shell into the enemy. He's got 10 rounds of HE left. Ah, right. Okay, Defender's now going to make a move, come around the corner and take out that other Defender. Although they're both low on health. One's got 12 hit points. He's loaded. Round out. This should kill. Oh, it doesn't. It hits the rock face. If only that had hit the rear of that Defender, it would have been curtains for that Defender. Oh dear, that's so awkward. And we lost our Defender. And it was their M55 that did it. We've got a Jagdpanther down there. He's full health. But he's taking hits now. He's been spotted. HaphazardOsprey's going to get shot into him and lines him up. Work out where he's going to be. Round out. I'm pretty sure that was next to the Jagdpanther too. Pretty sure it was right next to him. Wasn't a direct hit, but it was next to him, I think. Now I'm worried that that Skoda T50 has moved back down the hill into the trees near the church. The ones that were knocked down earlier in the battle. And there's probably another medium down there as well, defending. The enemy's attack, including that T-25 pilot, has effectively faltered. And the Progetto's moving forward to see if he can see that T-25. Yeah, and the Progetto's acknowledged that, yep, in fact, they're all acknowledging it because that T-25 is there. He was in the bushes, spotting. And Haphazard's going to fire. Or is he? No, he's going to hold fire. He dropped below the ridgeline again. He had an opportunity for a split second to shoot. He's going to fire anyway. No, it goes long. That's the problem with firing over a ridgeline like that. The shell can either go short and hit the ridgeline top, or it can go into the water far beyond the target. It's very, very difficult. He did do it the correct way, though. He actually extended the aim till he got the red line on the target. But he doesn't need to worry because the Progetto finally finishes off that T-25. So we need to work out where the Jagdpanther 2's got to and where that Skoda T50 is. The Object 705's moved down to the church. But I reckon that Jagdpanther 2 is going to be in those bushes. Not those ones there. The ones a little further on. Now that tree went down, but I think... Yes, there's the Jagdpanther 2. I thought he was there. That's where I would be. If I was sitting there, I would be defending over that ridgeline. And the Jagdpanther 2's taken a big hit, but unfortunately, we lost the we lost the Object 705 there to the Skoda T50, so he must be nearby. The enemy lost the Jagdpanther 2, so it's 10-8 now. The enemy has 5 tanks remaining. Unfortunately, we've got nobody left on top of the hill. All of our forces on top of the hill have been taken out. The platoon mate has actually come back down the other side, and that's probably wise, because he can actually take part in the defense, and they can either defend against the enemy coming over, or they can make another attack along the lake edge. The Jagdtiger is using the river bank or the lake edge to make a move forward. There's the T92. He was spotting. Okay, he's done a quick handbrake turn. Work out where he's going to be and put a round in. Round out there. No, it fell short. It's a pity that, because if you'd actually... I think that's where the bush, where the T92 was headed. I'm pretty sure that's where he was going. I would have aimed at that as well. Countdown is proceeding. Right, oh my god, he got him on a blind shot! He was there in the bush! He just took him out! He just got the Herpicus McDerpington, what a name, in the T92. He was hiding in that bush. He moved forward to the bush where the shot landed before, and it worked. He was there. He's got 4 rounds of HE left, and there's 4 enemies. What a shot. They don't happen often, but when they do happen, it's pretty amazing. You blind fire a bush thinking, oh, well, the enemy was seen near that bush. Let's put a shell in just to see if he's still there. And he was. Okay, now he's got to work out where the others are. We know there's a Scorpion. Oh, there's the Scorpion. Okay. Speak of the devil. There is the devil. It's dialing in and it's moving forward. Oh, well, he's fired the round in anyway. No, it went off to one side. But at least they know where the Scorpion is. And it looks like he was headed east up the hill to a better firing position. Probably to those bushes where the Jagdpanther 2 was. There's the Panther 88. There's the Skoda T50 near the cap. Okay, so they're taking entirely defensive positions. The Skoda T50 is taking hits. So's the Panther 88. I'd go for the Panther 88 at the moment. That's the 2-minute warning. Looks like the Panther 88 is hiding behind a rock. There's the Scorpion. He's come back. Okay, Scorpion is by far the more dangerous opponent because he's got that 128mm gun. And I think he's going to be near that bush. Yes, round out. Okay, he's got 2 rounds of ammo left. That's all he's got. He has to make these count. We've got 1 minute 26 seconds, so he's got time for 2 shots. There's the Scorpion G. Okay, he's almost reloaded. The Scorpion G took a shot. They got a shot into him. The Panther 88's being a nuisance. The Scorpion's stationary. I think he may be tracked. Or is he? No, he's not tracked, but let's have a look. He's ready to go. Round out. Oh, he got him with a splash kill. 12 hit points, but it was enough. And it's just the Panther 88 and the enemy Arty still to go. And he's indicating where on the map he thinks the enemy Arty is. The enemy Arty is also an M55. They've taken out the Panther 88. So it's just a case of find the enemy Arty now. Can we see any tracer? Remember, he's going to have a same reload as HaphazardOsprey, about 30 seconds, 33 seconds. There he is, he's in the dip, round out. Last shell. Oh, he got him! 198 hit points, and he took him out of the game and wins the battle with his last shell. And I think you all know what that means. So let's have a look at the end of battle results. That was a win 8 of 2426, not including the blind shot kill. Yes, he did get it. He got the Fadins. He got a second class tanker in the M55 HaphazardOsprey. He also picked up a Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 21. A Gore's medal for getting at least more damage than 10 times the hit points for his own vehicle. A Fadin's medal for killing the last enemy with the last round of ammunition in his magazine. And finally, he got a Confederate. He hit more of the enemy than anyone else. At least 6 tanks taken out by other members of his team. And you can see them there. Even with 3 kills, he still managed to get the Confederate, the 6 tanks he needed. So let's have a look at the team score. Well, he didn't get the highest damage. That went to the Scorpion on his own team with 4,144 hit points. He came second with 3,662 hit points of damage. When it came to kills, again, he was not top. It was the Progetto that managed to get 4 kills. He managed to get 3, and so did the Scorpion. When it came to base XP, again, he was 4th on this occasion. Well, not again. On this occasion, he was 4th with 898 base XP. The Progetto managed to score the highest with 1,118, followed by the Scorpion and the AMX M4, his platoon mate. So let's have a look and see what the detailed report was. Well, 20 shots fired, all 20 rounds in his magazine. He managed to get 4 direct hits, 4 penetration, and 12 splash. So some of his shots did go astray and didn't do any damage at all. He did damage of 3,662 hit points, all at more than 300 meters. He damaged 10 of the enemy and killed 3 of them, so he had 7 spare for getting that Confederate. He also did 345 hit points of stun assist off 13 stuns. On a premium count, he earned 44,205 credits. But because he used up all his ammo, and it is rather expensive, those 8-inch shells, his ammunition resupply costs were 96,830 credits, and that's because some of the shells he fired were premium rounds. He also had consumables of 20,000, which means he actually suffered a massive loss of 72,625 credits for that one battle alone. But there again, the fact that he got a win and he did get a Fadin's medal and a Confederate together, I think it's worthwhile. It was a good exchange. He received 1,345 XP, but he had a personal missions payout as well, and he got 202 XP for playing in the platoon, so his total was 2,896 altogether. But that was a pretty exciting round. Towards the end, we didn't know where the enemy was, because they were staying fairly well hidden, holding back, but the team pushed forward together using the riverbank, using the other side to try and split the enemy, and it worked, and they pushed forward. The enemy went very defensive. The Scorpion came back from the hill and allowed us to put him out of our misery. And finally, that last shot on the M55 was a beautiful one to fire into that dip. He was remaining stationary, and it worked again for the last shot of the game. So if you enjoyed this replay, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel, and hopefully it'll be your replay that we'll be featuring in the next video.